Welcome to my boring opinion.
Okay, I'm back again. In this video, I'm going to do a review on my BLU Studio Mega 6 HD. So far, I was looking into it like on Amazon and stuff like that. Now, this phone's not a very popular phone. There's some bad reviews on it, and I don't know what those people are talking about. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, yeah, if people give this phone bad reviews, I don't know what they're talking about. I found out this phone came out in 2014. And I guess this particular model has been like refurbished or something. Got this from Fingerhead actually. And I was looking for stuff about on Amazon, so I can figure out what kind of case I would need for it when once I get it, and get an idea what it would look like and what it's like. And this particular one has Android 7.0, which actually the latest version of Android is 7.1.1. So we know that it's pretty good. Now maybe the original model had like an older, well obviously would have an older Android thing, and just because some people had a bad experience with this particular phone doesn't necessarily mean that the phone is bad. Now maybe their phone, maybe other people had trouble with their BLU Studio Mega 6, and they thought the entire phone itself was bad, and all phones like that was bad, and decided not to mess with it anymore. And maybe some of us people who wrote bad reviews just don't know much about electronics and tech stuff, and they didn't know how to keep their phone updated and whatnot, and then naturally when the phone started to mess up, they figured the phone was a piece of junk or something and gave it a bad review and blamed it on the phone. Whatever the case is, there may be but of both people. Some people, their BLU Studio 6 HD might have actually been bad, and other people, they might not know much about electronic stuff. Either way, I do have some technical knowledge, and whenever something's not acting right, just update it or restore it. Usually a little minor annoyance that you gotta deal with, and just restart the phone. I know it was some technical tricks. This one's I like it. There was a few apps that was already on here I didn't have to download. There's some new apps that I know that I like. There's some apps that I could download on this that I couldn't download on my tablet. So that's pretty cool. So, like I said, I don't know what those bad reviews are talking about. I'm not experiencing much. Well, I'm not experiencing really any technical problem on this at all. Anything. I'm just not experiencing anything bad. I don't know what those people are talking about. The ones that give this phone bad reviews. It's a pretty nice phone. And before I got this phone, I never even heard of BLU. And when I got it, see what it stands for, Boat Like Us. I like that this phone can take up to a 64 gigabyte memory card, although I'm only using a 32 right now, and it's working out pretty fine. I've not had any problem with this phone, and whenever like an app crashes or something, it could be that the app is affected or needs to update. I believe that when you keep your device up to date, updated and whatnot, and maybe get rid of whatever you're not using, get rid of some space that you're not using, and take good care of it, it'll be fine. And you've also got to acknowledge the age of it. Might have a lot to do with it as well. I mean, if you have an Android device that's old, then obviously, with some Android devices can update past where they're already at. You have to get a new one. This one has been refurbished. I don't know where it's originally at. Let's see, 2014 is when it originally came out, which I never even heard of it back then. Let me think. Yeah, I'd say a pretty good phone. I like it. I've also been able to download some pretty cool apps on here, which I do those review separately, and maybe even what's on my phone or something. So let's see. Yeah, this is what the screen looks like. Yeah, the Amazon was already there, and so was naturally the Google stuff was already there. And that's it for this video. Bye.
This has been my boring opinion.
Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and check out my Twitter, and follow me on Patreon.